So I really wanted to enjoy the Mean Girls musical movie so much more than I did, especially as the 2004 classic film is such a big phenomenon. I mean, it was basically Barbie back in 2004, as it is now such a cult classic. But unfortunately, I just feel like with the musical film, it suffers so many of the same issues that the Lion King musical remake movie did do, in terms of it was just playing it so safe, so many similar beats to the original film. And I just really feel like if they are going to do a reboot, then you can totally just push it so much further. And yes, it is a lot more based on the stage musical, which of course is a bit of a remake of the film, which in turn is based on the book Queen Bees and Wannabes. But I feel like, you know, they could have just done so much more here. And I feel like people are like, oh, you know, it's modernized because it's based on social media and some of the cliques have been updated, but I really don't feel like that is enough. As from a script and storytelling perspective, they definitely could have done so much more. But that being said, if you do want a pretty much like-for-like remake of the original classic, then I do think, you know, people are going to enjoy this film. For me, I just wanted a lot more substance. And I get it, you can't really please everyone. I mean, the runtime of this movie is actually less than the stage show musical, and of course this time they are trying to pack in the musical numbers as well as trying to do it in a bit of a movie format. So in some respects, it's a challenge that they're never really going to be able to please everybody, but I feel like, you know, the vast majority of the audience are going to absolutely love it. And I was so here for the musical numbers, but I just feel like they weren't that catchy. And on that point, I feel like a lot of recent musical movies just haven't had such catchy songs in them, unfortunately. I loved all of the returning stars. I thought they were really, really great. I loved the cameo appearances that they had from certain celebrity members. That was absolutely wicked, and the main stars of this actual film do a really good job. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, of course, we have Katie, played brilliantly by Angourie Rice. I feel like she actually did bring something new and fresh to this role, which of course is so synonymous by Lindsay Lohan. And I really like this version of Katie, as she does have all of the innocence of the character from Kenya, but you can definitely see and feel the allure of this popular world just overcoming this character, to the point where she is just rejecting people left, right and center that have actually helped her get to this position, and she is really letting it get to her head. But then of course she has that redemption arc. So I actually think, you know, the Katie character was portrayed really, really well here. Similarly, I think Reneé Rapp was pretty much born to play this role, which similarly Rachel McAdams has just made Regina George so synonymous with her. And that character, like I said, is the biggest cult classic character ever. And I actually feel like, you know, it was a high bar. And of course, Reneé Rapp has played her in the musical stage show. So the fact that she is playing her here, I think is a really nice touch. And she does do it really, really well. But like I said before, I just wish that she was just given more material, as the script just didn't allow her to just fully show off her broad range. And I just wish that they would have done some more innovative stuff with Regina George in this film. I think Christopher Brinley was fine as Aaron. I mean, that role never had that much depth. As much as I would have loved it to have more depth, I feel like he was fine in terms of this character that is the object of Katie's affection, and then is also manipulated by Regina George. So I think he was fine, but he definitely could have done so much more. I think it was cool having Ashley Park here, as of course she played Gretchen in the stage show musical, so it was really, really cool to see her having a different role here. And of course Tina Fey was returning from the movie, the original 2004 movie, so it's really, really wicked to see her here. I'm the biggest Tina Fey fan. I think she is absolutely wicked. I think the new Gretchen and Karen were really good. I mean, of course, Amanda Seyfried did such a good job playing Karen in the first film, and I think it was really good to see these two characters just trying to make it their own. And Busy Phillips, I honestly think she is so wicked. I think she was so good in the first season of Cruel Summer, and she does a really good job here playing Regina George's mother. I feel like she is so good in these types of roles. And I think the whole set that they were creating did look really, really wicked. All of the musical numbers look really, really impactful. So, you know, whilst this movie is really enjoyable, and I do think hardcore fans are going to absolutely love this movie, I just really do feel like they could have just explored it so much more and just really could have gone there with certain moments and just really fleshed out the script to really make it their own. But that being said, you know, this was originally going to be a straight to Paramount Plus release, and then it turned into a theatrical release. So credit to all of the creative team, as of course they have made something really successful here, and of course the box office speaks for itself, as this movie did definitely make a profit. But for all of the reasons that I've explained in this review, unfortunately for me, I just expected a lot more from it, and so for all of those reasons I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you think of the Mean Girls musical movie? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.